Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Today we're making this recipe that is so dear to my heart for a number of reasons. It is the steamed banana bread, and just watch while I unveil it from this good old foil pans. Even though one is already cut, but yes, this is so easy to make. It is for the students, that doesn't have an oven, or that single person that just has a stovetop cooker, doesn't care to have an oven, but you still want to enjoy some homemade banana bread. This recipe is for you. You see, you don't need any fancy baking tins, and the ingredients are easy to find in any supermarket. So let's get baking. So first of all, you obviously need some flour, and I'm just sieving it with this tiny sieve. I don't know, I was just being lazy to get out my bigger sieve, but yeah, you definitely want to sieve out your flour just in case you have any anything in there. But I'm going to leave all the ingredients in the description box, both in cups and in grams, so that if you don't have cups and you have a scale, you still have the accurate measurements. So I'm just going ahead to sieve my flour. Now, the reason this recipe is dear to me is because not only the fact that it's very delicious and very yummy and very easy to make, the other thing is I remember, being a student and even being, single, and sometimes I just wanted to make all this, bake something for myself, but I may not have, the right contraption, like an oven or something like that. So yeah, that's why it's there to me, because I know that anybody can make this. Anybody, as long as you have fire and you have a pot and you have water and you have these ingredients, you can make this recipe. Yeah. So if this is your first time on my channel, you're welcome, and I'd like to say you should consider subscribing, because here our taste buds are wandering, and we're going to be wandering all around the world. Yeah, you're going to be getting a lot of recipes from everywhere, and I'm sure you're going to love it. So I just added a sprinkle of salt, baking powder, baking soda. So those are two different things. They're both leavening agents, but they are two different things, baking powder and baking soda. Now you may say, do I have to use both? Yes, in banana bread, those two are usually used together. I've never tried to use, one without the other, and I can imagine that you would still get some leavening, but I think that, they are used together because they give you that really fluffy texture that we like with banana bread. So I just added some cinnamon, and then just go ahead and combine all your dry ingredients. Now we're going to go ahead and start to work on our wet ingredients. Of course, for a banana bread, you would use bananas. So just peel your bananas. I'm using 6 small bananas. These are small bananas, so I'm using 6 of them. But make sure you check in my description, like I said, for the measurements and how you can adjust to suit your own whatever quantity you want to make. If you're learning something so far, please hit that like button. And the softer or the riper your bananas, the stronger banana flavor you would get in your banana bread. So it's advisable to use, a very, very ripe bananas, one that looks like it's almost going bad, when they start to have the black spots. Yes, that's when it's best, because it's usually very soft and that banana flavor is, very, very pungent. So just mash with a fork. Make sure you mash them up very well, so that you don't have big chunks of bananas. But if you want to have big chunks of bananas, you can actually chop some up and just add it to the batter. So we're going to go ahead with our eggs. I know that my eggs are very fresh, that's why I'm just breaking them directly in. But if you're not sure, it's advisable to break your eggs in a separate bowl before pouring it into your entire mix, so that you don't regret. Yes, this recipe uses oil instead of butter, and it just makes your life so much easier. You don't need to cream any butter and sugar together or anything like that. Just go in with your oil. And you can see that every time I add one ingredient, I mix, so that everything is well incorporated. And when you go ahead to mix your dry with your wet, you don't have to over mix your batter. Now I'm going in with milk, and I just added some dry milk to some water, and that's why you can see me mixing it. So if you can use whatever you have. If you have liquid milk, if you have dry milk like most Nigerians use, again, my description, check for the quantity of your dry to wet. Your dry milk to water quantity. Then we're going in with sugar. If you have brown sugar, go ahead and use that. It would give you a very deep flavor, because it has molasses in it. It will give you a little caramelly flavor. But use whatever you have. You guys, we're all about using what we have to get the results that we want. So use what you have. This is what I had. And if you have vanilla extract, you can also add a teaspoon of that. I didn't have any, and my cinnamon was just fine. So we're going to go ahead and mix our dry ingredients with our wet ingredients and just mix. So try not to over mix it. Just make sure the dry and the wet are well combined. You don't have any dry flour not well incorporated. Once it's well incorporated, you're good to go. And you can see how I'm mixing. I'm kind of folding it in. I'm not being too vigorous with it. Just sort of fold it in like that, and yeah. So my tins have been buttered. Make sure you butter it well so that nothing sticks, and just divide your batter into your tins. I used 3 here, but you could use 2. And as you can see, I'm just this is my steamer. I don't have a steamer, so I just got a metal pot, put in a bigger pot, and put my banana bread on top. And you want your water level to be low so that it doesn't bubble over and enter your banana bread. And then you want to have a tight seal. The pot should be able to seal tightly so that the steam does not enter the bread. That happened to one of my breads because I had to boil in, steam in different pots, and it wasn't too nice. That particular one wasn't too nice, but yeah, so you just let it steam for about 10 minutes in such a skewer. Once it comes out dry, your banana bread is ready. Just bring it out, let it cool down a bit, and you can see how nice that looks. So that's the one that got a little water in it. You can see how it doesn't look too nice, but it was still delicious anyway. So I'm just showing you how easy it comes out of the pan because you buttered it. So make sure you butter it well. And these pans are so easy to find. You can find in any supermarket. They were like 65 naira each, So yeah, that's our banana bread. It's so fluffy, it's so delicious. And I made these 3 because I gifted one of it, and the person I gave loved it. I'm actually going to make some more and give her some more. My husband loved this as well. When I was testing the recipe out, he was like, oh, this is so nice. So I made sure to make some extra. And yeah, make sure you try this recipe. And if you do, tag me on social media. My Instagram handle, the link is going to be in my description. You can see how that is so fluffy and it's so light and it's so delicious. Yeah, so no oven, no problem. You can make your steamed banana bread. But if you have an oven, you can throw this into your oven and bake for about 60 minutes and you're good. Yeah, so that's our banana bread. Really, really nice. It was so good. I'm definitely going to be making this a lot more because it's so easy. You don't have to deal with preheating your oven. Sometimes you just want to pop this in the pot, 10 minutes and you're good to go. Yeah, make sure you try this recipe out. Tag me if you do, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.